kick it off with a roll call. Sacco.
Hi, everybody.
Tiger. Waffle. Babyface.
That deserves a wow.
And I'm Edward O'Hare, nickname to be determined. Welcome to WCBJ, the Comic Book Jokes Podcast. 2220 Forest Avenue, Staten Island, New York.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi! I don't know what the reaction you were waiting for.
I don't know. Look, what? Who's this person talking?
Oh, yes. We are joined tonight by a very special guest who had a signing in the store today. I'm looking at his nameplate right now, and it reads Australian artist and showgoth, Mr. Ben Templesmith.
Thank you. It took you a moment. Fuck you.
You can ignore that.
I love you all.
You can ignore that clicking sound. Those applause were spontaneous.
Yes, exactly. We actually, I'm really excited because the incredible Mr. Matt Flick brought in a on-air / applause sign for us now that we have a live studio audience, which I think is the most brilliant thing in the world. But the thing that's amazing to me is that it's in the shape of a maxi pad. So,
And I get to do my terrible Jeffrey Tambor impression. Oh, now that says applesauce. No. Hey now.
I took Invisible Tiger's microphone.
oh, you did?
Yeah. Tiger's hungry.
Yeah, Tiger got hungry.
Yeah, for
and,
all of you that finished your drink because you thought someone wasn't here, go fuck yourself.
Spit it out.
He has a very luscious beard to maintain.
Yes.
He does. It's true.
He feeds it
It takes
pizza.
a lot of calories.
He had to trim it recently for a wedding, so it's actually everything is even.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
The
that.
back of his hair and his beard.
I'm waiting to tell the difference between the back of his head and
So take his hat off.
I'm waiting for him to have to clean shave again and go
Did
like that weird
you know that Tiger's bald?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
I never look downstairs like that.
Yeah, that's why.
Usually I meet people with their pants on.
That's why I have the Gargamel tattoo, because it kind of looks like Tiger when he's got his hat on.
Oh.
And it says
I hope his tiger deteriorates in age, like he only has two teeth.
It's real.
Yeah, it has
And-
no, but he has two teeth and just
We've discussed
speak.
one of the greatest moments is when a new young customer first sees Tiger take his hat off.
There are people who've been shopping here for like 5 years.
that don't know it.
Yeah, there are people who've like, been shopping here for years. He takes his hat off. It's like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah.
pause for a moment and it just it's
Is there a way I can steal his hat?
Just take
Yeah,
it
take it off.
Yeah, I
You're
remember.
He won't really
guest.
fight.
It's not a secret.
You're a guest. You
I
just
remember
rub
the
his
first
leg.
time I didn't think it was real. I thought it was like something he was due is like a show of solidarity, like someone had cancer or something.
So he only shaved his. So he did like a shoot, like a
Right, he
horseshoe.
shaved his head like he was balding.
Yeah. My favorite is Ron
Yeah, with breast
Rosario's.
cancer, you get a pink armband. When
Tiger's friend has cancer,
I don't
he goes
know.
bald.
Yeah, exactly.
Ron Rosario's first impression of bald Tiger was
Who's one of our regular
was a friend of ours. Screamed across the store, "Holy fuck, the glare! I can't take it."
Oh, yeah, everyone, shush. He's walking in.
Hey,
Yeah.
everybody,
Hey,
look.
it's Tiger.
Tiger's back.
Pizza for one.
I hope you brought enough for everybody.
Well, you didn't have a spot to put your pizza down, Tiger?
Oh, you hungry?
Oh, Tiger needs a microphone.
Oh, well. Goodbye, guys.
Tiger's gonna be eating his pizza.
Tiger, what did you get to eat?
Pizza dog.
I got 2 regular slices with plenty of oregano and hot pepper for just me.
Cool.
Oregano.
I can spell it.
Like squirrel?
Squirrel and oregano. None of this is oregano.
Yeah, so wait, I heard about this earlier during the signing. Waffle had asked you to sketch a squirrel for him,
A squirrel.
and you corrected his English.
Squirrel.
A squirrel?
It's EL on the end.
A squirrel?
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Squirrel?
Squirrel. Not a squirrel.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Water.
See, my fiance corrects how I speak all the time,
Like
so
Al
I'm
Pacino
not
in
sure.
Dog
Is
Day
it
Afternoon. What's
squirrel?
that under the desk? A squirrel?
Or is it squirrle, honey?
It is
You got bigger problems if you're debating the name about what the fuck the animal is under your desk.
My fiance Joanna agrees with Ben that it's squirrel.
The Queen's English.
Yeah.
I'm happy Tiger doesn't have a microphone.
Didn't the
because
Queen
everybody
banish you
else
and everybody in your continent to that continent?
No, we still have
Yeah, Ben.
Oh, yeah.
We
Well, like
could have just told you
Canada.
when Tiger eats, he's gonna take his hat off.
Oh! Oh, it's like full round top. I thought he had hair at the front, and then you said that he had a bald spot.
Nah.
It actually goes, it's just like, boom,
Horseshoe.
He does have hair in the front. He just shaves it. He likes the way that
it's
looks
like
better.
the full wall. I got nothing on.
I've
It's
discovered
an impulse.
Tiger does
It's like
do that
full
though.
wall.
When he eats, he takes the hat
I'm
off.
sorry.
And where did that?
He's a man of.
And that came from, since Tiger doesn't have the microphone he's eating right now. My mom, whenever Tiger would eat, he'd have a hat on. Mama would take it off, and she'd tell him that a gentleman never sits at the table or sits down and eats with a hat on. Which I always learned. Which I don't know any of you heathens do that.
I don't wear hats.
No, you never. Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
When you're friendly,
That's a
John
lie.
Thompson is speaking
Whoa,
right now.
whoa,
Who's in our
yeah,
studio
fuck
audience?
you.
One of our regular
I
customers.
used to. I don't wear many.
He had the hat with all the Green Lantern pins on it.
No, but he also walked. The first time I saw him come in the store, he had a visor hat that had green hair sewed
Oh,
into
yeah.
the
It
top.
doesn't fit me anymore. My
Thank
head's
God.
expanded.
He's gotten too fat.
Wait. That you first came in the shop, what, about 4 years ago?
Fat head.
Or 5. He says 5. And your head is expanded. And what are you? You're in your late 20s, right?
30. I just turned 30.
You just turned 30. Well, congratulations. But and now you have a fat head.
Yes.
I don't think that doesn't happen.
Just to encompass my huge mind.
Bullshit. That's also
Dumbest people I know.
Whoa! Nick Galati is here in the audience tonight, folks. You may remember him from a couple of episodes ago. He was a special guest.
Yes, and the audience members are screaming at each other and no one can hear.
Yeah, exactly. No, we need a boom mic operator. Matt Flick, get on that.
So we're gonna.
I've only got 2 arms.
That John Thompson
What?
is one of the stupidest people he knows.
Well, Nick Galati is a stupid head.
We need
Call him a stupid
a
hat.
gaffer, a best boy.
A 30-year-old man just called a 16-year-old a stupid head.
He's old enough to be your big brother. Don't listen to him.
I'm old enough to be your fucking dad.
Shut up, man. What I say? What I say? What was one of the first rules? Stop yelling in the audience.
There's no way
You
John
stop
Thompson
yelling
had
in
sex
the
at
audience.
14.
Whoa.
I think we've learned enough about John Thompson for tonight.
I agree.
I think
You can never hear
I
enough
want to
about
hear
John
more
Thompson.
about Ben Templesmith.
I agree.
Hi, Ben Templesmith.
So let's find out Ben.
Can we call you Matt?
No.
Okay.
All right, Mr.
You
Templesmith.
can't, lady.
Let's find out your secret origin.
That was fast.
Mr. Templesmith?
Are we back now?
Yes, we are.
Am I like live?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're on the
So,
Amigo if you need the light.
How did you first start reading comics?
See, I never understood that question. The how should be when.
Oh, okay.
Well, like, how did the book get into
How
your
about
hands?
how, when, and why?
Yes.
There you go.
How, when, and why did you first start reading comics? And what were the events that brought you to Comic Book Jones?
Well, it all started when I was about 4 years old, and my parents actually sold me to a sex ring. And the
You guys are
guys,
sick laughing
Now,
at that.
were they desperate for money, or was it like you did something bad and they wanted? They
oh no,
wanted
it's
to punish
tradition.
you?
The firstborn son is always traded for beer.
In Perth.
Like black humor.
Okay.
For beer first, but it turned out that a lot of the pedophiles were actually also into reading picture books.
So where are you from in Australia that this occurs?
A place called Gibijambagibit,
Oh.
Is that like the prison state?
which is the local Aboriginal word for shithole. And so they like picture books too, and so apart from trading pictures of me naked with various animals, they also traded picture books, which turned out to be less, well, they were like the childish ones.
Now,
And
now
they
when
were
you say pictures of you with animals,
Mm.
were they photographs or did they actually have like a sketch artist?
Well, I was actually used as a full-on instructional video mannequin
Oh.
for bestiality.
Now you're see,
Let's just say
my next question was going to
People
be,
had a
is the
full
pay
stretch.
very good for that? But the fact that you were sold into it kind of implies that you weren't paid at all.
I wasn't. No.
He was a slave ring.
He was allowed to live in his parents' home.
You got paid with picture books.
He got 3 squares.
Just images.
I was handed around to a few men, and in exchange, a couple of them, they traded comic books, which are the upgraded, more advanced version of picture books. Because we only got comics in Australia in the 1990s. Yeah. We only started reading in the 80s. English didn't come to Australia until '83, I think it was. Before then, we were just grunt. But anyway, during the trade, I actually saw my first comic book, and they let me fondle it for a bit, the way one would fondle a small child. And that was where my boy love, comic books started. And so I only had a fleeting glimpse of one. But it teased me enough that I lusted after it for the rest of
Do you
my life.
remember what issue it was?
Nice plug for your new book.
It was, yeah, you see what I did?
Yeah.
You just ruined my train of thought.
I asked you the first comic you fondled. Do you remember what issue?
Well, it was incredible. It was one of the Incredible Hulk issues, I know, because the more I dig to it, the more it enlightens me. And it
Now
changed
you're
colour,
saying
too.
90s, so is this like Peter David, or was it like reprints of like Len Wein stuff?
No, it was actually Thomas Thomas Hulk.
Oh, okay.
It was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Play should be great.
It was gentle.
No, it wasn't gentle. It was a fucking Incredible Hulk. It was Grey Hulk though, so it wasn't fully engaged.
Right.
It's not like Mr. Fix-It.
And then the first time I came to Comic Book Jones, I don't remember it all because I was happy.
Well,
But I was with Ben McCool.
exactly.
You were in a
There's your
suit.
answer for it, right there.
You were in a spiffy suit.
And they were very nice and gracious to support work I apparently do. Because as an abused person, obviously I become the abuser. So not only did I read comics, and now I make them. So, and he's find people, some of them fine. Maybe not that one.
Pointing to Babyface.
No, it's greatly supportive of some creators' work, or many creators' work, especially original work. I like that. That's very nice. Thank you.
Certainly, you're welcome.
And then you proceeded to give me alcohol.
Yeah.
So,
Your favorite
that's
alcohol.
kind of the story of my life.
Today, actually.
Yes, I'm drinking scotch.
And just so you know, the first time you were here,
Scotch right now.
first time that Ben was here, he was here with Ben McCool, and we kicked off the Choker tour.
The Benz.
Was what it was.
As they call it in France, the choc.
Oh, the Choker. Choker tour. Which is funny, you did a book Choker, and you were just talking about masturbation.
No one gets the names of my books right.
No. Well, how do you pronounce Wormwood?
Oh, they call it Chronicles of Wormwood. They get it mixed up with the other one.
What other one?
Oh, I like you. I like you.
Friends forever.
No, I had published Wormwood Gentleman Corpse, which is one I write and draw. It's kind of a cult classic. It's been through a lot of printings and has some popular people. No, so Garth Ennis came up with a book at Avatar around the same time as I was releasing my first issue, which was actually a reprint from a magazine. So it had been around for like 2 years before that as like just a thing. And he liked the name too, so they couldn't understand that you can't have a book that literally is being released in the same week as each other, both called Wormwood.
Right.
So he called his Chronicles of Wormwood, and mine I came up with Gentleman Corpse. I think my name's good. But anyway, that's why there's two different books. I don't think his is going anymore, it's mine.
There was too
But
many
it will come
series.
back. Yeah.
Wait.
A lot of people
You'll have a lot
confuse
more
them.
viewers.
Gentleman Corpse is coming back?
Yeah, eventually.
Oh, really?
There's another mini. But people would buy his thinking it was mine and mine thinking it was his.
There was a couple people I would grab, a white man in a suit, and they'd be like, "I want the corpse. I want the zombie book." Like,
Yeah.
oh, I grabbed the Wormwood, and then I grabbed people would ask for his, and people would ask for the other one. And I grabbed the zombie, and it'd be like,
I also did a book called Welcome to Oxford, which a lot of people call Welcome to Oxford,
Welcome to Oxford.
because it was a made-up name in the first place, but they think Oxford.
Yeah, no, it's like it's at the Actors Studio. Anytime you mention a new project, they have to clap.
Exactly.
30 Days of Night, if anyone's heard of the movie, blah, blah, blah. It was a book first, called 30 Days of Night.
And you were the original artist on that.
I was the co-creator, my friend.
Yeah.
I was
Come
not just
on
an
now.
artist.
Come on now, Mr. DC.
It's actually a difference you want to have with people when you just call them an artist versus a co-creator.
I see.
There's actually, like, contractually, a lot of the time, there's a difference in that I owned part of the property. I created a lot of the things. And it was not just, I wasn't just brought on as an artist. It was me and Steve B. Steve's an artist B. Whatever the fuck.
And 30 Days of Night is one of those ideas that it's something that seems so obvious, but no one ever thought of before.
I cannot agree or disagree with that. Because apparently there was someone pointed out some old Twilight Zone episode or something to do with the Arctic or sort of Arctic night and vampires or something. I don't know.
Had you ever been to Alaska?
Yes, I've been to Alaska. I've been to Barrow, Alaska.
Did you ever watch the really terrible ripoff film that came out after 30 Days a Night? There was I can't remember. It was a really
You
low
know
budget.
Dead Snow?
Dead Snow. Was it?
Which was a direct rip-off of Well, at least branding wise. Of
Yeah.
red snow,
Yes. Oh yes.
which was Nazis in the thing. That's a lot of water for my stuff. Anyway, to get back on subject, because this is about me now.
Yeah.
No, it's not really. People would call that 40 days, 40 nights.
That's pretty good.
That was another Josh Hartnett movie.
Yeah, which pissed me off. And he made a joke that he needs to stop doing movies with
Date numbers
numerals, names and dates in the title.
Yeah, Black Rock down.
Yeah. And now I'm doing a book called 10 grand for JMS. And
Yeah.
people call it 100 grand or $10 or something. Yeah, they keep getting the numbers.
Well, they're idiots.
Why is that so hard to, I don't understand.
People don't read.
Did that
They look at
happen?
the picture.
Did that happen at all today here? Like
No.
when people, no? Okay.
You have an educated, nice group of people.
The main
And it's not just
character.
because some of them are sitting here right now?
Well, except for, some.
The main character would kill a lot of people.
I like the
for
guy
$10.
blow me on his t-shirt.
Wait, what?
It's a Popeye shirt. It says blow me and then down on the bottom.
It's almost trousers.
John Thompson again.
I get that. He's the life of the party.
Yeah.
You can consider him like being an exotic dancer, like before.
Good, yeah.
That's all I got.
His drunk dances.
Yeah, I've been to Barrow, Alaska, just saying that. I went on my birthday.
You went there after the fact.
After the film. Yeah, because it gave me a career, so I wanted to visit the place.
What's going on up there?
Yeah, Tiger's going there in a couple
Okay,
months.
just so you know, Barrow, Alaska is a dry town. It's rather a lot bigger than I would have thought it would be. And it has a Mexican restaurant.
I was going to ask how far from your idea of what Barrow, Alaska was from actual Barrow.
Well, I drew it when there was like no camera phones,
Yeah.
so you had a few pictures to go on with whale bones in it. Oh no, it's like it's a big town.
Cool.
A lot of derelict shit. But the Mexican restaurant in there is run by crazy people. But there's a picture on the wall of the crazy owner guy
They're not Mexican.
with the original KFC Colonel.
That's awesome.
The Colonel did not visit Barrow, Alaska.
The original Colonels. Just to let you know, Sacco just got up and left the table after hearing
To
that.
turn the air on.
He just needed something to do. He actually got up from after.
Not everything is an event.
But
That was my Mexican restaurant.
you were saying Colonel Sanders had never actually visited Barrow?
No. But he had visited the Mexican restaurant. That was shitty Mexican food.
Were they Mexican?
I don't think so.
Were they Eskimos?
Well, here's the other thing. In
Were they
Australia,
Aboriginals?
there are really no Mexicans in Australia that run restaurants. There are a few, and you ask them why can they not run Mexican food restaurants, because you can't get Mexican food in Australia. They get very angry and say you're racist. Every other group of people fucking have restaurants.
Make up their own.
That's the
They
thing.
make their
You
racist food.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
Well, I had a taste of Mexican food in Southern California, and then I go back to Australia and I'm like, yeah, the Mexican food that is in Australia is shit, but it's made by angry Greek people because they can't get their Greek restaurant to work, and they think they've seen what Mexican food looks like. It's like, well, okay, I'll use feta cheese. That works.
Right, instead of like nacho
Tastes
cheese.
horrible.
Or, yeah.
Nacho cheese is an actual type of cheese.
The Mexican food is based on looking at a picture from a magazine.
It is. What?
Cheesemakers all. What are you working on? I'm making some Parmesan. I got some cheddar.
Nacho. Yeah, man. What? I buy it all the time. Back me up, man.
I'm not a cheese aficionado.
Really?
I like cheddar. Grew up with cheddar.
Cheddar.
White cheddar?
Or mozzarella.
Oh. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Schmutz? Schmutz is the stuff you get in your oven.
Yeah.
That's a good cheese.
Or on the head of your car.
No, that's
That's Smegma.
Well, come on. It's just short for it. Schmutz.
Schmegma.
What's Smegma? Is that like the Eastern European version of Smegma?
No, it's dick cheese.
Stick cheese.
It's Smegma. Smegma is like
I
Eastern
rolled it.
European.
No, that's how the Jews say it. Schmegma. Right, Kenny?
It makes it smell.
Ladies and gentlemen, our resident Jew, Ken, and cameraman, Ken the Head.
Ken the Head, aka Sheed the Heed.
I told him what it's called.
From under.
Oh, did you really?
I had to explain.
You didn't know what that was, Ken?
The eggs you eat come from the same hole they shit from.
Tiger just forward his brow a little bit. I don't know about any more eggs for Tiger.
Now, I understand you had a
Tiger
little bit of an
doesn't like
incident when you were signing Kenny's comics today.
What did I do? There's been so many incidents. You'll have to.
You asked if you wanted to personalize it, and I believe you were arguing over what name it should be, whether it should be Fiona or Kenny.
He was just suggesting. I wasn't really.
Oh, you're picking up on one of the things that I do where I'm a dick. two people who were just like, yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, like really? All right, I'll draw a giant hairy cock. Did you like that? Yeah, it's okay.
I love that
He said no.
waffle squirrel has a little penis hanging
It
down.
has nuts.
Every squirrel has.
Oh, it says closed. It's,
We have folks trying to get into the shop right now.
the close sign is very hard to read.
Yeah.
I also like when people pull the door, go, oh, and then look through the fucking hours on the door to see if anyone's in there.
They look through
They look through the window clip of the hours.
if you like.
The door's closed,
No,
what's
no.
wrong? I'm confused.
Let's all try this.
Because it's selling a child. Well, anyway.
Do we have our listener emails back yet?
No, we're waiting for my iPad to charge so we can read.
Oh my
I
God.
like just saying. Yes, beautiful. But it's not as beautiful as well.
You know, the office and grab the laptop.
Yeah, his laptop's the one.
He's got that nice, you know, he's got the Jew fro going on.
Oh, speaking of hair, I got a haircut.
Yes,
Oh,
I did.
yes.
I'm very happy.
You'll never notice what I do.
I remember one time you did get your hair like drastically
Halloween.
cut. No, this
Oh,
is
beforehand, yeah.
One time you did, and I like how it looked.
Yeah.
You know,
This is about the length where I'm going to chop it up.
you
to
were
my
looking
shoulders
like
again.
a stout Eddie Vedder.
Oh. I don't know how much I like that.
Well, because
It's better than Vinny Vincent.
Because it's long on top, I assume you don't trim below. You let it all hang.
It depends what I'm asking, what's texting me.
Hey folks, just a quick update. Tiger's texting during the podcast.
Tiger's trying to log into the email.
Emails on my phone.
Who's that lady?
Ooh, exactly.
Well, they're big. Jesus. Why is your head there?
Is that right?
How did you get there? How do you do that? You can bend that far?
I have to.
And between the legs.
Oh, okay, so we're going to listener
We're up on
emails
Tiger's
now.
phone.
All right, listener emails.
Yes! You have new mail.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
First email. Wow.
Duh.
Hey guys, it's me, Brian Rupert.
Oh, wonderful.
First off, I think Brian Rupert's becoming the new Derek Pinto.
Oh, yeah, I realize that Derek, he has a signed softball from Derek.
Oh, wow.
Which is Jerk Off Jones,
Yeah,
everyone.
that's
for all you
sad.
listeners.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
I showed you the picture on my
Yeah.
iPad of it. I smoke weed and I have a better memory. This is sad.
Ed, it's the actual ball that broke Derek's thumb.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He autographed it.
I gave it to
Jerk
Brian.
Off autographed it and gave it to Brian Rupert.
How do you
because
not
Brian
have
Rupert is a
that-
fan of his email.
How do we not have that in the Store Museum?
Because it's in the Brian Rupert Museum. Or should I say Tiger's spirit animal's house. This kid, Brian Rupert, calls himself Tiger's spirit animal. What Tiger did you call him?
No, I can't.
There you go. What do you think of that, Ben?
I think you blew my mind like you No?
It's a lot of body.
Oh, we're on leg? Oh, sorry.
Well, the
Emails.
I don't make waffle jelly.
What does Brian Rupert have to
Well,
say?
first off, let me say, babyface, I hope your neck and shoulders still aren't sore from having my legs and crotch wrapped around your neck.
It's not anymore.
really? That happened?
4th of July,
It's not that
No. 4th of July, I went to Brian Rupert's barbecue, and
That's it.
everyone at the party went to the pool, and people started playing chicken.
Then we had sex.
And
Chicken? What is that? Some sort of gay game?
no, when you lift someone on your shoulders, and they have to fight like another person who's also on someone else's shoulders.
No,
knock them down.
that happens at gay bars, baby. That's not a game
I don't go to
people
gay
play.
bars. I don't know what they
I
do.
know. Dude, man.
Why do you go to
it
gay
again.
bars?
I just know these things.
But anyway, I lifted up Brian, and he was extremely heavy, to the point that the next day,
Because he was engorged with semen.
he's a very heavy kid. He's a sweetheart.
You said he's a heavy kid?
He's a heavy
You
kid.
just called Brian Rupert fat.
No, actually, Brian Rupert says my apologies, I'm a heavy dude.
There you go.
I can guarantee you Brian Rupert meant that he's deep.
No, I lifted him up and I strained, and instantly once the person just went to swat at him, I fell. Yeah, I couldn't hold him.
So you lost.
Yeah, we lost instantly. But yeah, I picked up this one girl who was there. I was like, oh, this is light as a feather, Brian.
Did he play playfully?
It was very short.
Did he fall off you and his lip touch your nipple?
No,
Somehow?
no, that didn't happen. But the next day I woke up and why does my neck hurt so bad? And it took me a few hours to realize, Oh, it's from Rupert's body.
No, okay. That's what sound painters.
Yeah, I'm just taking
But did you pass out at the party at all?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
No.
Cool.
All right, well, TBD, just a heads up, prepare yourself.
Okay.
Now for some questions. Mr. Templesmith.
Look at that. Being aware of the fact that Ben was going to be on the podcast.
When you're drawing a character, do you envision an actor or celebrity in your head as a template for your art?
I do, but they're all the same one actor.
Adam Sandler.
No, Jay Leno. He's not a pleasing actor. He tries to act like an actual comedian.
Oh!
I don't know. I'm about to lose the respect of everyone in the room.
What, you think Jay Leno's funny?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
surprise of surprises. The young Republican thinks Jay Leno's funny.
Thank you very much for that question, because that makes me feel validated.
There's
I'm a Jimmy Fallon fan myself.
There is a follow-up question.
I love Tiger's good.
Yeah.
I hate Jimmy
That's why I
Fallon,
do
and
it.
My parents continually try to convince me that he's funny.
No,
Because they figure he's hip and they want to relate to you, Tiger. You don't come home for dinner anymore.
Can I just say,
Without Brown Sarah making you delicious steaks.
liking Jimmy Fallon humor is equivalent to jerking off to your own porn. But it's only you masturbate.
I bring it up with Tiger's scoff is the only reson I can bring up Jimmy Fallon's name.
So then what?
so
Who's
wish
it?
just
Letterman?
now you
Who's
said-
your late night choice, Tiger?
I don't know. Conan?
Kimmel.
I like Letterman.
Kimmel?
I think he's okay.
I like Lennon. He's an American staple.
He is. Yeah, agreeing or making fun of you.
I
No,
watch
we
the
never got Leno in
BBC.
Australia, so when I came here, I was like, what the fuck? Do people think this is funny? Because we had Letterman, and Letterman was just our staple late night, free to TV. We never got
really
to
watch.
Because here in America, we've been inundated with all those hysterical Australian sketch comedy shows.
Like the young ones, which isn't Australian at all.
Yeah.
It's The Office. Got it. Ben Templesmith got it.
Back to Brian's question.
Okay.
Tiger?
Well, there was a follow-up. Who would you cast as the lead role in a 10 grand movie? Jay Leno.
Fuck's sake, they answered that.
Waffle. Have you ever tried peanut butter on your pancakes or waffles?
Yes, I have.
It's awesome with syrup.
It's fucking fantastic. Peanut butter, Nutella, and syrup.
Ooh, Nutella.
Yeah, Nutella on anything. Really?
Really?
I'm gonna make you some stuffed French toast with Nutella inside. So you'll change your mind.
Can you make me some?
No, you
There was
like
just
Nutella.
an audible from the crowd. Well, yeah, because half of our crowd is high on marijuana.
How many times a day do you think of yourself?
Maybe up to 2.
Up to 2. Up to 2.
But that also includes you'll bring up the cabinet and going, oh, Nutella.
Has anyone here ever used Nutella sexually at all? Like it's a topping?
No.
For your lover's genitals?
You also with the scalp.
For what?
You also with the scalp play we get rid of. Sorry, it's what it looks like. I'm not eating dark brown paste.
So everybody here at the table has never used Nutella in a sexual way.
No.
At least we're all alike in that way.
Bucket of dildos.
Yeah, it's a dildo.
Someone had to ask that question, so they put that.
Honey?
I'll continue the question. Tiger, do you enjoy a good glass of scotch? No. I don't like scotch. If so, what brand do you? She told you. I like bourbon, I like whiskey.
So you like the other 2 heads of that dragon?
Yeah.
Suck, are you okay?
Oh, but that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard on this podcast.
Well, actually,
I love when Tiger is really Tiger. It's really himself.
Ben's drinking scotch right now.
Yes, he is. What do you?
He should pronounce it.
There we go.
Macau.
Macau.
I know you sell comics.
But I like that it's
The Macau.
The Macau.
It's like the Batman.
Highland single malt Scotch whiskey, 12 years old. See, and that would all make sense. You know how you got into comics? Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Who likes 12-year-old things?
You're really
So, why are you allowed to enjoy a good 12-year-old
Scotch.
Scotch. When you're under 20.
I got worried there for a second.
I'm going to stop you.
Well,
Ed loves
I mean, remember, this does go out to 20
Ed
countries.
had sex with a 6-year-old girl like 2 weeks ago.
I do think there's a
Hang on.
Hold on.
Theoretically.
Theoretical sex. And wasn't she retarded or something?
No, that was the wife the week after.
No, that was when I married last week.
Oh, right.
Good.
12-year-olds! Let's all be segueing for our next question.
Oh.
I love my applause tampon.
Wait, let me guess. It's another FMK?
No, I wish it was. TBD.
Oh my God, you wish it was.
Oh,
If
wow.
God came to you and presented you with a 6-year-old boy and offered you the following deal, would you take it? If you molest a 6-year-old boy, I will stop all child fucking. Anyone who attempts to do it would die. The catch is you will serve as the last pedophile in history and your name will permanently be synonymous with pederasty. Yeah,
That's a
Is
pederast.
that even a word?
It's like feet, and then ass is...
Pederast. That's the S.
yeah. You serve out the rest of your days in an isolated prison. Only you, God, and the 6-year-old boy know what you did for the world. Do you molest the boy so that not another child is ever touched?
That's very noble.
When
It's
you
noble
raise the stakes
molestation.
that high, you know, and in the end, it's only what I think of myself. So yeah, sure, I'll go for it.
All right, and saving children.
Wait. First it was the 6-year-old. You know what went down?
Hold on. There's a lot of clapping. Nobody can hear you.
Yes. You say the 6-year-old knows what went down?
Yes.
I'm sure he'd drop his drawers and say, "Hey, let's go for it."
You just want to make it not rape. It's rape.
No. He said it's statutory rape. Let's be honest. You know, let's not have any. You know.
No, you gotta say it for yourself.
I'm arguing over consent.
I want a T-shirt now with Babyface's face that just says "God says it's rape." Like it's just Babyface smiling.
By the way, if anyone thinks what I just said was offensive, let's blame Brian Rupert here.
But Babyface had to say so much worse about his own personal being, nearly saving
Look at
children.
Babyface's face right now.
Yeah. Babyface has a personal sex goat.
It's not a
We got a
personal
close-up
sex
on
goat
that.
because the goat will never be...
Oh my God! Ben Templesmith is taking a Sharpie to Babyface's forehead.
No, it's my
Your
face.
tears on Babyface. Can you see Tiger's neck?
I'm honored.
Honey, welcome to what I do.
It's not a personal sex goat because the goat keeps running away from me. And I have to love it longingly, so there's no sex. There's never been sex with the goat.
His face.
I bet that was good. It's not a real goat.
To give Ben context, some of the past emails have given Babyface the question of your lover goat does this, would you marry it, things like that. And there was this whole tapestry over
Obviously,
the
Ben
weeks.
has never listened to
No, I'm trying to give you a bit of
I
context.
think it was to have sex with my mom or to be in love with a goat.
Yes.
I just
Something
spoke
like
up at the
that.
end of his sentence because I had sex.
Yes.
Have you noticed how much of our podcast has nothing to do with
Are
comedy?
there more?
There are more questions, actually.
Yippee!
TBD, would you rather perform 10
Oh,
abortions
TBD
in a
again!
row?
Hold on! What?
Would you rather perform 10 abortions in a row or throw 10 newborns into a wall?
Not the same thing.
Yeah, I'd say that's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Or I'm sorry, 10 of one, 10 of the other. So you pick.
Woo, man! I say abortion. TBD, you stumble across a porn featuring one of your parents. Would it be worse? Would it be worse if it was your father with 2 dudes or your mother with 2 dudes? This is premarital, of course. I don't want to ruin the marriage.
This is why I gave it to you, Tiger.
I got a little Nutella in my underwear.
Well, let's play.
You know what? It was a long time ago. I know who my parents are now, and if they made mistakes in the past,
They got a paycheck. They got a paycheck. That's not a mistake. That you willingly did that.
How did your dad afford that engagement?
Weddings cost money.
this is true. We're all know that's how they
And
met.
that's why people do ask them out.
I love that Templesmith just said, well, you know, to dad before that wedding. And every time, Ed looks at me like... I just want everybody in the studio audience. Notice how often Ed looks at me when he's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because in the last couple of weeks, those have been like, help, please help me. Tonight, it's just like, you know what? Okay.
You're like looking in a shark in its eyes and telling him to stop biting.
You know,
Please stop biting me.
No, please. I'm diabetic. No, have another spoon of sugar.
Do I have
It'll keep the doctor away.
Yeah.
There is another question.
Oh, cheese and crackers.
TBD, who is the worst president America's ever
again.
had, and why? And I'm interested in your political opinion. Let it rip away. Nothing wrong with being a Republican. It's okay, TBD.
He's a Republican.
Ron Boomer is a Republican.
Worst president in history? I would probably say William Henry Harrison. Because the dude was so fucking... Yes, he was our 9th president.
I wasn't born yet.
Yeah, no, none of us were. But on Inauguration Day, he made I believe it was like a 3-hour inauguration speech.
About black people?
No, it was in pouring rain. And legend has it, you know, he refused to wear a hat or whatever, but it was pouring, soaking rain. And he spoke for so long that he got pneumonia and died a month later.
It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
The shortest term.
He did the speech to prove his virility as well.
Yeah, it was like, yes, we're going to stand up and we're a strong country. And, you know, and I'm going to lead us into the future.
They were questioning, like, what, his sexuality? Like,
No. He's like, hey, I'm president now. You motherfuckers going to listen to me. And, you know, he gave this whole, yes, we're going to lead us into the future. We're the best. And I'm the man to do it. 30 days later, dead!
Wow, and what's his name again?
William Henry Harrison.
Wait, why?
Tiger, is that true, Tiger? I love Tiger's wrong.
A longer time.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying,
It's in a Simpsons song.
in terms of productivity,
Yeah.
first off, 30 days, there's not really much you can do here, and he spent the whole time.
No, actually, we have Ben Templesmith sitting right here. In 30 days, a lot can be done.
You can't even name a whole town of people. In fucking Arctic winter in an isolated village in the middle of nowhere.
We have the cast
I like you.
That's tough, Tony.
He prefers beast.
Oh, I have one more question. To round out this email. Babyface, would you rather fuck a kitten or eat an aborted fetus? And by babyface, I mean TBD.
You see, you fucked with his hero, man.
I have a question. How is the fetus being prepared?
Aborted.
Szechuan sauce.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, is it like
Szechuan.
straight out of the womb?
It's like
Or is like a chef gonna prepare it for me?
Szechuan style. I like waffle Szechuan style. With Nutella.
Yes!
Well,
and a little bit of sriracha. And a little bit of sriracha.
That's
That's
Nutella.
amazing.
I don't even know what that is.
I mean,
We have a bottle of it in the
the thing's already. I mean, the thing's already dead anyway.
No, whoa. It says aborted fetus or just a fetus? Aborted. Oh, yeah, it's not aborted.
They can still be alive.
Well, if I'm gonna eat it, it's gonna end up being aborted somehow.
See, but my question would have been what month?
What trimester? Is it like right before?
As my pregnant fiance sits right here with me. I'm sorry.
How meaty is the fetus?
Yeah.
Was it a big boy?
At what point can you not chew the bones?
Is it true Australians eat
Well, the
placenta?
other kind of thing is.
That's like a hippie thing. That's
if-
not an Australian thing. People do eat placenta.
The other kind of thing is if I went with the other option,
Serious?
I know!
if I went with the other option, I'd never see the fetus again. I'd have to stare at that cat for a long time.
I'd never see the fetus again.
You can just give the cat up and let it into the wild.
Or you could
No. Somehow I think it would try to haunt me. It would
Well,
like,
the
stick around.
trick is after you've had sex with a kitten, you take it off your penis. You don't have to keep looking at it and leave it on there. You can remove it when you're done with it, like a rag. Throw it in the bin, the trash can.
No. I don't know. I've always found cats very vengeful. Like they would just, sit on the windowsill going, "What the fuck were you thinking?"
well, what if it scratches your leg?
And if I try, and you can't explain, well, the choice was either fucking you or eating an aborted fetus. They're not going to understand that logic.
And ladies and
Give us some
gentlemen,
Meow Mix.
I just want to interject at this time. There was somebody who asked me the other day, hey, it'd be really cool if you guys could get like Stan Lee on the podcast.
Yeah.
And right now, at this moment, can you see why we could never have Stan Lee on this podcast? fetus. Ha! Ha! I don't know. It's like,
Hey, you're talking about the man that created Super Relic.
this is true.
Yeah. His last great creations.
I've seen that dude at cons roles. Ladies.
Does he really?
He's like a liberated young man.
Is he? Oh, you know.
He's known.
Is that all, Tiger?
Yeah, well, that's it for me. Until too many vomits during a podcast, make mine CBJ. Thank you, Brian. You're a good egg.
Thanks, Brian. Yay!
We are the mediocre presidents, but we don't find our faces or dollars or cents. There's Taylor, there's Tyler, there's Fillmore, and there's Hayes. There's William Henry Harrison. I died in 30 days.
Tony
Marino, everybody!
Tough Tony Marino.
And you know from Tough Tony.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What a segue.
In the mighty.
Yeah, you can say that. Go ahead, send one.
What's the email address?
cbjpodcast@gmail.com.
In the mighty Marvel manner, that is the combo of Team CBJ and Ed O'Hare. Tough Tony calling, ramming it home for this week's questions. With this week asking questions.
Poor choice of words after the last.
Yeah.
Ramming it home.
For Ben, in honor of joining this week's Motley Crew of casters, please describe your sex life with a movie title.
I love Motley Crue. We Motley Crue now?
Describe your sex life with a movie
Who's
title.
Tommy Lee? What?
Describe your sex life with a movie title.
My sex life had a movie title?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one. I have to go with Eyes Wide Shut. Because I don't want to look.
Oh, I thought you were in Pitch Black.
In Australia, you know,
Pitch Black?
there's a lot of details.
Yeah.
Wait, so you weren't like in a sex cult?
The grapes of wrath are filled.
Yeah.
Adequately describes my balls.
Grapes of broth?
Wrath, yes. Wrath? You say wrath, you say wrath. There you go.
It's not raw the
I just don't fit in.
Is it Ralph the Con?
Wrath.
Yes, the pan.
Wrath of Khan. Shocking.
And please don't ever stop doing what you do. That's from the man sitting in the chair. Over there.
He likes you.
Yes. And for the rest of us, for the group, the last TV show you watch is the universe you're stuck in. What is it, and would you accept it?
Last TV show I watched
Last TV show.
is the universe I'm stuck in. The last TV show I watched was the Oliver Stone, The History of the United States.
Nothing changes.
What a stroke of luck! My sticky bun was still intact.
I was watching Freakazoid this morning. I can completely fucking accept that, as long as it's one of the computer power people.
Last TV show I watched an episode of Freaks and Geeks today.
Okay.
So
I'd totally be one of the geeks. That works.
Freaks and Geeks gets a clap, but I watch fucking Oliver Stone's History of the United States, and everybody.
I already know how it ends.
I think Neil and I would be like best friends.
It doesn't end. We're still doing the history of the United States.
What about you, Babyface?
I've recently become mildly obsessed with the TV show New Girl.
Zoe Deschanel.
It's an awesome show. It's hilarious.
Babyface just being Babyface.
And, if I had to be in that world, her best friend Cece's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yeah, but who says that you were gonna get with Cece?
Oh no, the guys get with her. But
Well,
one of
see,
them
here's the
tries.
thing: if you're in that world, how
I'm
do you know-
saying you. You're in that world.
I'll try to be I'll be the one roommate who's trying to get with her.
Yeah,
I won't
but
get with
how
her,
do you
but
know-
whatever.
You know what I
That's
love? I love that
can't be.
Babyface has prison tears drawn on his face. Ben Templesmith is talking about New Girl episodes.
How do you even know he's your roommate? How do you know you're not, like an extra in the scene
I
of the
could be
coffee
an extra,
shop?
and that's fine because I like the show. I'm totally fine with it. Before that, I watched Dexter, and I don't want to be one of his victims.
You shake your balls. Sounds about right. I'm sorry. If you like tuck your genitalia in between your legs.
I'm saying I'm fucking real.
Tiger.
I'm a grower.
What?
What was the last TV show?
Doctor Who.
Oh, ooh, do they still use that theme song?
Yes.
Yeah.
But is it like the cheesy fucking synth, or is it like
No,
so
it's
hip now?
it's not hip. It's not the original one because I looked that up. Sock.
So
It's
fucking trippy.
It's like it's a bridge above what you have both in mind.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
it's a little bit newer, but it's still like it's not a crazy synth pop.
I was
Like
making fun of Doctor Who.
no, I just started watching it. So did he.
You watch Doctor Who?
He's done covers for Doctor
What?
Who.
You watch Doctor Who? Doctor what?
Keep going.
I grew up with Doctor.
So Tiger, you accept it?
Of course.
Wait,
It's
okay.
awesome.
When you say you grew up with him, you grew up with him?
Yes.
Like, yeah?
The Doctor
you hung
has
out
a
with him?
few pivotal moments in my life. Fuck you.
Okay.
The question said I was wrong.
You can't answer which version because they all look the same to people.
Oh, really?
It's the Doctor.
They're all the
And they're-
Doctor.
and they're
They were
never around
frankly-
the same time.
Frankly, English
So we
men
would
with
see
that
the
thing.
same Doctor over and over again. Have you never watched it?
Geek argument.
I thought that was like the
Doctor
whole shtick was
No, they know. They all different.
They all look different, but they're never that fast, like changing. Like that, if they appear during his lifetime, it'd usually be the same. Has anybody watched
Gilmore Girls?
I used to
I
watch
haven't watched that much.
I know.
Rory
It's not bad.
Rory was hot.
There's
Rory was in it.
I don't pay attention to names.
Like the mother's daughter chicken that she was hot. She's very hot. And she was in Sin City afterwards.
Yeah, she
Yes.
was in Sin City.
And that gave me a feel because he's with fucking Gilmore. So shut up.
There's one last bit to the email. Did you know that Liefeld thought Arnold Schwarzenegger could become president? Only so he could call his Conan the Barbarian sword the president's sword. I can't give a fuck on a molecular level if this man catches gonorrhea.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was a supporter of Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
Liefeld was a supporter of Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, but
for political runs.
But who gets the gonorrhea?
Liefeld.
Oh, okay.
Soaring able-bodied into the unknown at ludicrous speed, Tough Tony Jones.
Hey! Thank you, Tough Tony.
No, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Wait.
Ben, you travel to a lot of cons. Have you ever seen Rob Liefeld get into a fist fight with someone?
No, I've actually never met Rob. I know who he looks like, and I've stood across from him, but I've never actually said to
Have
him.
you got to experience the the table that Rob Liefeld gets to experience for hours at a time at a con? I've walked around and he's had the same stack of books for hours.
No.
Yeah?
Honestly,
I can see sometimes
I'm
when
not
you get to
gonna
visit
react shit on a
Oh, yeah.
professional when he rules.
Yeah, really
Oh.
awful. What are you doing?
Unless I'm like,
I asked a simple question. I didn't have to make jokes.
you ask
If
every
you saw him sitting there,
You
what?
guys don't ask anything. You always ask them.
Jesus. We don't speak the Queen's English.
I've never noticed that he was all alone. I've usually noticed that Luke Rick was all alone.
Oh, God. How many more people want to spend $30 to get a picture with the Death Hulk?
Hey, that's a low.
Oh, it's just me making a joke. I'm sorry.
No, that's Tiger's job. He's handicapped. I ain't handicapped.
Yeah.
He was good in the movie I Love You, Man.
Yeah, he's pretty
He
good.
was.
Who? Raphael?
Played himself.
I think there's been a conspiracy to keep me away from Rob Liefeld
Okay.
for some reason at most cons.
You're
I
right.
have to say though,
Hold on,
if I was like to pick
Be
the antithesis of Ben's artwork, it would probably be Rob.
It's true.
I own 2 copies of X-Force #1.
No.
I used to bag one and win one.
Yeah.
I used to think he was my shit.
See, but now, wait, hold on one second.
Very unique.
You see now, according to your secret origin, bagging a comic can be something completely different.
Very, very small smile is creeping across
Well,
Ben's
after
face.
the cum drizzled down my cheek.
Oh.
Then I bagged it. I'm not going to bring Rob Liefeld into my child sex room.
Do you remember what card you got? Next Force #1 came with the cards.
Some table card where the big tits and couches. Because all of his male characters have big tits. And houses. To hold more tits.
Oh, we have a letter from Ben Templesmith.
What?
Where is more ice in my scotch?
And for all the listeners, the podcast email is cbjpodcast@gmail.com. And for sending that email, Ben will now receive a coupon for 25% off his next CBJ purchase.
Congratulations.
I like ice. I like that.
I just want ice, have you?
There's
Sheeple.
I like how your Gmail account lists you as a founder/prop.
Sheeple, go look and see if there's ice in the freezer, damn it.
There might be a full ice tray.
There you go. See if there's a full ice
I think I
tray.
filled that like half a year ago.
Bring it to bed.
I hope you don't mind that I defaced you.
Tiger, is there another email?
I haven't been asked one question in email this week.
Yeah, everyone's sick of you.
There's the sniper coming out.
You really didn't hear that? It's like, yeah, but everyone's sick of you.
Well, you know, it's
Honey, are you sick of me? Oh!
you know, it's funny you should say that because I think right about now is the time.
No, we have a bunch more emails.
Oh, we do have more emails.
That's all. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You want to do commercials already?
No.
He wants to go with Socko into coming up with Socko topics.
Yeah.
Well, let's do more letters.
Okay.
Letters.
What does never decline a number 9 mean? Why did you give
You're
me the
drinking a
problem?
number 9.
Okay. But I mean,
All there is an ice pack. It's like
Me.
embedded in the freezer.
Yeah, I discovered
Wait,
before.
say that again,
Yeah.
Kenny, in that same voice.
All there is an ice pack that's embedded in the freezer.
Oh.
Yeah, Sock, have you looked in the fridge and see how much ice is caked on that thing? It's pretty funny.
Ben, I'm sorry. I can't get you ice.
well, I'm very upset.
Someone just threw a bottle cap at me and it says on it, soft fire makes
White Castle.
What's our next
Okay.
Alright,
That links is a terrible place. Know what you're doing.
here we go.
No.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Not very upset.
Rick Off Jones here.
Hey, oh, there goes Jones fans clapping.
Got back from the store after a fun visit. Nice meeting Mr. Templesmith. I totally dropped the ball by not asking Not something Doctor Who for me. That's my bad.
I wouldn't have drawn it for him anyway.
Yeah, right?
No, I wouldn't.
What a jerk off.
But I wouldn't because likeness is.
I did get a pretty fucking ball and skull drawing inside of my lust book though, and that's fucking awesome. Not gonna waste his time with stupid questions for you guys. Instead, I'll just ask him a question or two.
He just wanted a target drawing.
Will he ask me a question or will he ask
He
me?
will ask you a question.
Tiger getting testy.
Mr. Templesmith, which character would you like to work on for an extended time frame without any restrictions from the company?
That's a good question.
From the company.
I don't know what that means.
Like
DC,
writing Batman without
Marvel,
any restrictions.
Okay, one of those company.
The
Sunoco.
answer is no.
Nothing.
No, I want to work on my own stuff.
Ah, I like that.
Anyone who wants to create, who want to do, they want to work on their own stuff. Unless they want to pay off a mortgage or something, then they want to work on someone else's thing for an extended period. But honestly, you want to build your own house. Figuratively is good.
Also in the podcast, the guys have talked about characters being underutilized at different points. Which character or comic title in general do you feel is the most underutilized and why?
X-Blood.
Who?
Heard of Extreme X-Blood?
No.
It's like every popular name in terms of the uncanny X-Blood Extreme Scene.
I've been drawn by Ross.
No, that was good.
One last question as a Doctor Who fanboy. Which is your favorite villain and why? From Doctor Who.
Favorite
Right?
villains?
This is for me?
Yes, it's you. It's all for you.
I would say,
Dallas.
you want to be, deciding. You guys don't know. Fuck they are.
I know.
They had like nipples all across their body. And they twiddled knobs in their spaceships that were like organic weird shit.
Does anybody know
Very
who they
sexy.
are? No.
They're from the old school Doctor Who, but they will probably be coming back.
Kenny is the resident Whovian, I guess, around. You know who they are? Oh, you fucking suck.
You Americans are all from the new age Doctor Who, not the old school pick and masher shit.
I only own season 1.
Yeah, season 1 of the new stuff.
No. Black and white.
Oh, okay.
The doctor with the little
I
hat.
only see in black and white.
I do.
Ben, have you ever watched the old Hitchhiker show?
Yeah, I grew up with that.
Okay.
But I don't remember much of it because I was growing up.
Yeah. It was only like
But
7 episodes.
so long and thanks for it.
Yes.
Alright, well that's all from Jared. He says, hope you guys had a good day and hope you had fun at the store, Ben. I apologize ahead of time for anything TBD might say that is boring, or anything Babyface might say that is creepy.
It was all good except that Waffle molested me in the bathroom.
You seemed to enjoy it at the time.
I like that.
From behind, he looked like a
Thank you, jerk off. And as your name implies, go fuck yourself.
Why do people separate my
Why
name?
is that a bad
Babyface is
thing?
one
It's a
word.
bad time.
Yeah.
baby face. It's not baby face.
Babyface is looking at the computer screen.
Lowercase f attached to the y.
People always say waffles, like I'm multiple people.
Yeah.
Like a sack of
Very upset.
Yo, Waffles! Yo,
Yeah.
Waffles, where my books at?
I sound like a shitty 90s cartoon character when you call me waffles.
Cartoon! I love a shitty 90s cartoon!
I watch it on my TV!
Honey, my cartoon is wrinkled! Could you iron it?
No, it sounded like Liam Neeson in Wrath of the Titans. Release the cartoon!
This cartoon, I think it's turned.
I like how Tiger fishes his beard and puts it in front of me.
Yeah, it's an empty spot. Nick threw a bottle cap at the wrong person. Is there anything else, Tiger?
Nick, you threw that bottle cap like a rabbit cartoon.
We got one more email.
Oh!
And Mr. Sacco, thinking, that you said you were neglected, I think this is all you. What up, assholes? Hope you guys are doing great. Just finishing listening to last week's podcast. Holy shit, congrats, Sacco. Your discussion of abortion is probably the most horrifying segue into such fantastic news.
I'm glad someone agrees.
I can't wait to see little Sacco Jr. or Soctopus as I will referred to the little alien once it's born. Learn all the cool shit I'm sure you will impart upon a young man.
Mine.
Mine. It says, I'm sorry. My question.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, your right question. What would you name it? What will its first tattoo be? Can I be the Godfather?
If it's a boy, the name is going to be Fish, after my favorite name to go to character.
Who's alive?
And if it's a girl, its name is going to be Fish. me and my fiance really like it. Right, honey?
I hope your child is a masculine child.
Wait, what were the other questions?
That was it. Oh, what will its first tattoo be? Can I be the Godfather?
Its first tattoo will be Van Pagoda.
Having a child as a masculine child has nothing to do with its gender.
Yeah, nothing.
You can have a masculine.
You can have a girl. Yeah.
Lady girl.
Yeah.
Basically. It's a double positive.
Actually, I'm changing the name. If it's a girl, the name's going to be Lady Girl.
Protect the font now. Satan.
Protect the font now. Yes.
From Satan.
Wow, Satan.
Yes.
All right, wow, Satan writing in. I'm a producer.
Wait.
No, you can't be the Godfather. No.
Well, wait.
Nobody would point the.
We got it.
Yeah, that's a great conversation with the priest. Yeah, we picked up the Godfather. Yeah, he has a nickname. What is it? Satan.
Satan. Yeah.
There's one more email.
So do you reject Satan? Yeah. Can you just say you reject Satan? Well, no. We have an update from Ben Templesmith.
Yeah, Ben just sent a reply. I told him. He just said, please don't tell Sacco I peed in the sink.
Just right there.
It's okay.
You're a very tall man.
Right height.
Fun batch of emails. So, Sacco. You have a Sacco topic?
Yeah, we do. But before I do, I wanted to, because I feel like we didn't get to it. I just wanted to ask then who were some of your. I want to ask you.
He still doesn't say it.
Axe.
A-S-K.
I think someone's making fun of our New York accent.
You can, I love the peculiarity of the accent.
Yeah, it's my
Turn
accent.
No shame.
Who are your favorite creators? Like whose graphic novels do you pick up? Who leads you reading?
Wait, you want
Comics.
serious?
I'm asking a very serious question.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared.
Exactly. That's what I do.
I like how you started smirking and then it went away when you realized it's a real question.
I like Hornos, I like Paul Pope, I like Mike Mignola.
Woo!
And actually,
Yeah.
and a few others that I forget.
So as far as like Mike Mignola goes, you like have you read Screw on Head?
Yeah, love it. I just love his visual style and his creepy ideas.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Let's
so-
get back to the we talked about like pedophilia.
And now it's a soccer topic about children.
I like Joe Soccer.
Oh, okay, yeah. Actually,
We were talking about it today.
Ben sold a book for us today.
Fuck
To the
yeah.
customer, yeah. A Joe Soccer book.
He's here right now.
There he is, right there, Charlie Crosio. Did you read that book yet, Charlie? Charlie says no.
It was a pity purchase.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A pity purchase. Was it a pity purchase, Charlie?
Journalism?
No. Absolutely not. All right, so on to a soccer topic. Who unplugged my life?
Pederasty!
All right, so now, real
Wait,
quick.
hold on, before we start. My dad just sent me a text message. It says, if you
I'm gonna
guys-
play this theme like 4 times tonight.
It said, if you guys are still taping your podcast, I hope it's as good as all the others. I don't know what that means.
No, wait, text him back. Say, are you being honest or? And see what he says.
I'm just gonna say, what do you mean by that?
Dad's
I miss your dad. I miss when you worked on Sundays and he would come in and read comics as I left.
Can I text
Did you
you
hear
that?
that, Waffle? I mean, you hear that?
Yeah, I do hear it because I said it.
Can I text you that?
If you want, why don't you, how about this? You can ask my dad a question and it'll answer it on the next podcast, but you won't listen to it.
Maybe I'll listen now.
Now that you've seen how much fun it is.
I want to know about it.
I want you to want me.
Thank you, Nick Boss.
While Ben's sending that text, Socko, I'm going to just keep it in your tab right now.
Well, I know Tiger has, I know Waffle has, I know Babyface has. I don't know if TBD. Have you ever worked in the food service industry at all?
No.
You ever worked at like a McDonald's or anything?
No.
All right, so you're exempt.
I've worked strictly retail.
All right, you're exempt from this. Ben, have you ever worked at like a McDonald's or anything?
I used to work at a video store, video place.
Oh, okay. But never anything to do with food?
No. Never worked fast in my life.
So then, I never worked fast food, I was a bartender. All right, well, now you gotta say why you're laughing.
Don't even give me a phone.
What was the text I get?
Ben just wrote to my father, can you please text me the most embarrassing picture from my childhood? I need to impress a lady who used to be a man. Also, when I texted my dad, what do you mean by that? He put, I mean, all of your podcasts are very good, you dick.
Robert Evanchico is my hero.
I guarantee that my father's looking for a picture for my childhood.
Oh, he's looking. Oh my
Actually, he's
God.
probably not even looking. He probably knows exactly what it is.
Actually, Tiger, he probably went like this. He reached out his right arm, pulled it off of his desk, and took a photo of it.
So, Sock, what was your question going to be?
I don't know.
Fast food industry.
Oh, yeah, right. So now, have you ever done anything untoward to someone's food? What was it? And why did you do it? What brought it up?
I used to be the fry cook at the little stand at the Brick Hills Little League, and
Oh no,
Yeah.
we're children.
no, I didn't do it to a child. I had.
How do you know a child didn't share whatever you're about to tell us about?
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it an umpire? Because that would be.
Waffle watched everyone eat everything he made.
The head umpire used to give me shit constantly on everything. He had no say on what's going on where I'm getting paid to do stuff. Look, this fucking.
Wasn't he busy calling a fucking game?
No, the umpires there sucked.
So he was hanging out at the
Yeah,
food booth.
and he would just give me
He
shit.
was at the food booth calling balls and strikes.
He was the younger kids. He's the head ump.
Oh, okay.
Who's a late 50s man who walks around in ump gear and just complains how hot it is to be an ump gear all day. But so I'm cooking and then he yells at me from across the little lot to make him buffalo wings. Here comes the blue cheese. So I took a step into as the buffalo wings fried, I took a step into the freezer and he got some special blue cheese.
No!
Yeah. That's the worst I've ever done with anything. Yeah.
You jerked off?
Yeah, into the cheese.
What, oh, no, oh.
What'd you think? 14 is how much work.
Wait. Alright, so he pissed you off.
Yeah.
You're pissed off.
This is like a year and change.
You're
yeah.
pissed off. You go into a freezer.
I was 14.
You
Hormones.
pull your dick out in a freezer where we all have problems getting hard in very cold weather. All right. And, but what was the thought? What brought you pleasure?
I can't give you the exact thought, but the time frame of how old I was probably Carmen Electra.
I have a follow-up. Did you just like, splooge it on top, or did you like?
I took a cooked French fry and mixed it in.
Oh.
And then threw the French fry very far away.
No, wait.
And then he sat down at a bench and ate every single fucking bite.
Because remember. But now remember,
very much a lot of protein.
For those who have listened to podcasts before, as Babyface has said, did it look like mashed bananas?
No.
So according to Babyface, the male drizzle looks like mashed bananas.
It smells like detergent.
See,
It smells like bleach. That's a terrible diet.
I know we don't have Babyface, I know we don't have a medical plan, but you should really go and have that looked into.
I was totally joshing.
I wish Tiger could look at me the same again.
I don't know. Tiger Babyface.
No, the worst thing I did was drop a beef patty on the floor and put it in the little thing in. That's the worst thing I did.
What, like a hamburger patty?
Well,
Like Jamaican beef patty or
No, like a hamburger.
But you called it a beef patty.
It's a patty.
It is, but what were you cooking for the person at that time?
No, at Burger King you had to.
Oh, so it was a burger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you have the
Wait,
rack put in
Hey,
6 burgers at a time.
Hey, should I bleep out Burger King?
No.
Why? This is years ago.
I don't know.
Wait, if that's the worst thing Tiger did, can you imagine the worst thing, people who don't give a fuck did? Jesus.
So there was never anybody who pissed you off? You never, no?
I'm sure there was, but I didn't do that.
Yeah. I run that crowd pretty happily because I'm not really a horrible person. I've just said some really shitty things.
Babyface?
That's what that is.
I worked at a Chinese food restaurant for years.
Of course you did, you're Asian.
I never did anything.
I love ordering Chinese food around Babyface because I go, I don't know what this is. What is it? And he explains the dish in detail to me.
Does he explain it to you in Mandarin?
No.
Oh.
I wish. I would just stare and go, yeah.
Can you like honey chicken?
Yes.
I don't know what I mean.
Oh, I love honey chicken.
I don't get it.
There's
I've never seen honey chicken.
There's one spot in the city that I know I can get honey chicken at.
Yeah.
69 Bernard.
I know
Street
that same
restaurant.
Oh, that's good.
There you go. Have you been there,
Yeah.
69 Bernard Street?
Exactly.
Yeah, 69.
have?
I have a 69 shirt.
So is it a restaurant or
It's
is it just
it's-
like a woman's house?
No, it's Mohawk, only it's not
They
called
have
Mohawk.
honey chicken
Is
on
that
the
the
right.
place we went to with Wolf
Yes.
after we saw Evil Dead?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, we went when we saw Evil Dead at like the midnight showing. Me and Joe Wolf like to have random night trips into
Love 69. Shout out to
go
Joe
to.
Wolf's
Me and Joe
burger.
Wolf like to go to 69 every once in a
I
while.
love how animated it is when we talk about food.
Oh, he loves food.
I'm also really
So-
hungry right now.
I have eaten.
No.
So, Stocko, have you ever served a Snoopy burger?
I didn't know if Babyface was done.
He was done. He said it.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I was bartending one time, and this guy who was a captain at the ferry, which I don't know if anybody, well, probably not so much anymore since the ferry crashed, I think a couple times now.
Yeah.
But I used to work on Sunday nights until 4 in the morning, and a couple of ferry captains used to come in before their shift at about 2 a.m. And this one guy never tipped me, and he was just a real fucking dick and really bossy. And one time threw a piece of ice at me and shit.
Wow.
And so he drank
He threw
tequila.
ice at you?
Yeah, he threw a piece of ice and was drinking. It hurt. I still have the scar. Look, I still have the scar. No, it's not. That's a strawberry. And I tried to say that the way you would say it. I said strawberry.
I have no idea what the original word you used. Strawberry? What the hell is that?
So he wanted his tequila sunrise as usual, and I made it, and the sunrise wasn't just orange juice. It was what I left in the toilet after I pissed. and then I stirred it with my penis and served it to him.
This is why I love Socko.
Yeah.
Because out of the whole table of people, the only person that stooped as low as me is Socko.
Oh, I thought you meant because his willy tasted good.
Yeah.
That's also that's something we go back on.
My cock is like manna from heaven. Right, hon?
You guys need
You have to come every week.
You have just like a little.
Me and Socko met when I was 12.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I'm never into the Little League snack bar now.
No. You know, and I was going to a Little League snack bar a lot. and my stepson just won the championship there, by the way. So.
At Great Little League?
Yeah, we'll say it's
Great
great.
kills, yeah, just everything happens in Great Kills. There's only one Little League.
Yeah. So.
That's a team name.
Tiger keeps looking up for that clock on the wall. It's not there.
He's got a steak team.
So now, Ed.
Yes.
Under any circumstance, would you do something untoward to someone's food?
I can't imagine it, but I'm sure if I worked there long enough, something would come up.
Now, what about even like not working somewhere? Like, has it been somebody at a house party at your house and you're just like, fuck you, and you hocked a loogie on their fucking sandwich?
There's been lots of piss on people at like during house parties.
What-
Not from me, but I've watched lots of people get pissed off.
What do you mean?
Like get really drunk and instead of drawing on them, there's just no markers.
No,
it's like,
I'm talking about
like
food,
Oh
man.
no, no one fucked with anyone
How the
else's
fuck
food.
did you go off the
But you
market?
said house party. You said house party. What is the worst thing that would like go down?
No, I'm not really that vengeful of a guy. My bark is a lot worse than my bite.
So you wouldn't put your hand in your sweaty ass and like then squeeze a hot dog and then put it on the bun?
Some melted chocolate.
The face of
pretzels.
Charlie Proccio in the crowd.
Some melted chocolate pretzels.
See,
He was asleep. He just woke up.
here's the thing. I don't know anyone I hate that much who would also trust me with food.
Okay.
Can I just point out that the studios are fully booked right now? Don't fuck this up.
Really?
We fuck with everything else about it.
Could you, also that's another thing I just wanted to mention because I think it's really, really interesting and, you know, topical because we are a comic book podcast.
Stop it.
44 Flood. 44 Flood, how you guys put out Lust
We put it
and
out
you're,
sometimes.
you're,
Yeah.
you're bypassing Diamond.
Yeah, currently, yeah.
Bypassing diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah. A bit of a movement there, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah, he's good.
Tiger, is that something you agree with? You wanna, let's get rid of Diamond.
Get rid of them? You're just making shit up at this point. We were talking about vowels.
Come on, man.
Passing diamonds, man. I'm with that.
Yeah?
No, we're just doing our own little boutique thing. Selling direct to people, like comic stores like yours. Why are we getting all serious this time?
No, because there's certain things that
Let's talk about jizzing on donuts.
All right, so have you just done a donut?
No, I've never jizzed on anyone's food.
It was
Have you
in
pissed
not
on
really
anyone's
on.
food?
I think it's that time. I think it's time for some commercials.
Should I start?
Whenever you're ready.
This is an advertisement. If you ever find yourself in the tree state area, give our US a visit. Every Wednesday, everything in the store is 10% off, and all hashtag one issues and first. This is written really badly. Graphic novels are 20% off forever.
I like how he says it.
Comic Book Jones has been nominated for the Eisner Spirit of Comics Retailer Award each of the last 3 years. If you live in the New York City and like buying digital comics like with fingers, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
No, really, go fuck yourself. Especially you. But if you live somewhere else in the world, like California or Colorado or Calcutta, and you want to buy digital comics, just head to comicbookjones.com and click on the digital store tab. There you find links to Comixology and the Dicker Digital Store, the DC Digital Store. Why don't you call them DC as a Dicker? And you can buy your comics and help us out at the same time, which means Socko can have more money.
Got a baby coming.
You can follow us on Twitter at Comic Book Jones. Like us on Facebook.com/comicbookjones. If you have any questions or topics you would like us to discuss, please don't discuss them. The show email is comicbook... Oh, fuck it. The email is cbjpodcast@gmail.com. That's cbj. Podcast.com. At gmail.com. It's on the fucking thing. If we read your email, if they read your email, because I'm not going to. If you read your email on the show, you'll get a sense of fulfillment and a coupon for 25% off the next visit you ever make to the store.
You have to add that, the sense of
They actually have a podcast blog, if you care. At this point, who knows? It's called cbjpodcast.blogspot.com, which is pretty mundane, you know. It's called child house rape.
What are you fucking looking at me for?
It's actually my blog, so yeah.
Oh, it's your blog?
Yeah.
Alright. That's really good. It's really good. The show actually has a Tumblr page as well, where you can see pictures of many various cast members half naked. And
Which half?
Hello, Tiger, actually.
Which half you want to tell
Unitized,
us?
especially. Unitized. Because I gave them as a gift. WCBJradio.tumblr.com. And the show's a YouTube channel?
Yeah. Woo! Look at these cameras up. Look right
I
here.
thought they were for show. The show's YouTube channel is youtube.com/WC. What does WCB stand for?
WCBJ.
Worst comic book jargon. It's youtube.com/WCBJ. So, Tiger, what events do we have coming up? Question mark. Please don't forget to pick something from your body as you release it.
That's not meant to be read on the air.
And goodbye, random thanks and things. And don't forget the postman. I know what.
Oh, what about the other advertisers?
What other advertisers? Oh, Tiger Lube for when you really can't pass that thing like that.
I want some Tiger Lube.
Makes you growl like a tiger as you pass it.
Tiger?
Any events? We have a podcast last night, as you hear this.
Oh, you got the Magic thing this weekend, right?
We have the Magic pre-release. Magic pre-release for 2014, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday at 3, Sunday at 1 p.m. Yes, Saturday at 3 p.m. God forbid people still showing up.
What's happening at 1 a.m.?
1 a.m.? I'll be dancing on a pole.
Sleight of hand.
And now it'll be $25. It'll be a sealed format. Come check out 2014. And
You got Wolverine tailgate.
Wolverine tailgate coming up in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
25th.
Yep.
And we didn't talk about this last week, but there's going to be a Pacific Rim tailgate.
We'll have a Pacific Rim tailgate. That was last night,
That
which
was
was
last
awesome.
night. Yeah, you missed it.
Pacific Rim. I'm actually really excited about that movie.
And Sunday, July 21st, we'll be starting the War Machine Journeyman's League, which I actually found out before that Ben has War Machine pieces.
You know they call it Pacific Rim?
Yeah, he says he plays some skateboard. You said you had War Machine pieces before, no?
What?
You said you have War Machine pieces?
Are we going public with that?
You can just say yes, I won't accept more.
I dabble in War Machine.
Okay.
And I do play Kalo. And
Okay.
fuck you.
But what's your cast of choice? Is it Butcher?
Epic.
Okay. Epic Butcher, just to give weird context, is a man standing on top of a pile of skulls.
I like Doom Readers, alright?
Yeah,
Come
Dooms are fun. And now that none of you understood that,
That means I'm a proper geek.
yes, I'll enjoy that.
I said my
All right, Tiger topic. Come on, Tiger. Come on, make up something. Come on, topic. Come on, topic.
People who draw on you stand next to you, sit next to you.
Well, there's only been one. He's a pretty good guy.
You're hitting on me, I like that.
I'm not seeing. Do we have
I like
a list
that.
for our?
No, I
picture
just went to
next
go check for the list on the back counter and it wasn't there.
Oh.
Comics come out next week.
I left it.
Well, we were all running around, working a signing.
So yeah, there's comics. There's comics coming out next week. I think one of them is Wonder Woman. That sounds good.
Wonder Woman, and there might be an image book.
Yes.
There should be more than one.
10 grand, number 4.
Are you shitting?
I didn't throw that.
I don't even look at number 5. No, she's free to stand up.
Yeah.
Thank you for buying. Everyone.
It was awesome.
Yeah, thank you. You made me feel funny, my friend.
That's just gas. That's just gas.
It's okay. All right.
Okay.
Now we've reached that awkward moment.
There's nothing awkward. I want to hang out with Ben more.
I'd like to thank. I'd like to thank Mr. Ben Templesmith for hanging out with us.
You're gonna go home tonight and be in bed. It's like, where's the applause?
No, I'll be home in bed tonight.
Also reached that new portion where last week was awkward as well. Anybody any questions from the studio audience?
Oh, an audience member take those out.
No, that was not that bad.
No. It's not. And what cat size do you wear? John Thompson's and shit.
Baby, who does anyone want nominated, or to be nominated in the process, to be the next governor of Texas? Come on.
Stop. It's going to unplug it. It's going to ruin the whole thing.
Go ahead, Tony.
These microphones are not portable.
Just speak.
Sako, since the... My thing? So Sako, ever since the topic of the Lifetime movies, have you found any newer ones since?
No, actually, I haven't put any effort into it. No.
Do you read Daniel Steele?
No.
We discovered the amazing titles to Lifetime movies.
My favorite being Baby Monitor, Sound of Fear.
Yeah, that's the best one. Did you know that?
Yeah. Sako was going down an A to Z list, and actually my favorite title from that list is America!
Do you watch any Lifetime films?
No, but surely they have a close tie with like the Sci-Fi Channel.
With the
original movie.
Sharknado, Sci-Fi Channel's newest original movie. Sharknado, it's a fucking tornado with sharks in it. I can't imagine the amount of substances I need to put in my body to come up with the fucking idea of tornado sharks.
Actually, that movie is directed by Satan.
It's actually a sequel to Sharktopus.
Oh, it is, really?
No.
Check out
They do group things like, okay, rocks. We've never done rocks before. They're the only thing left. Let's do a movie on rocks that are scary.
Yeah.
We need a movie with scary rocks. Come on. Oh, we'll make them a monster. That's never been done. Rock monster. Rocktopus will be the sequel.
Star Trek Future 5 tried and they couldn't figure it out, so they just made the villain job.
My friend told me once saying he had the best movie idea he's ever had, and he's like, giant bears attack people, we'll call it bears. And I was like, are you being serious? He's like, he heard like the joking, like, are you being serious? He's like, me and Gonzo spent 7 hours coming up with this. They had like plot outlines and like
It's set in a certain neighborhood of New York City.
Yeah.
Bad News Bears, the sequel.
There was a sequel. They went to Japan.
And Walter Matthau mysteriously changed to Tony Curtis. I'm sorry, I missed that. I talked over that. What did you say?
I'm legally not allowed to repeat that.
Oh. So we'll let people try to sift through that audio, figure out what happened.
That was that.
That was a good rewind.
Everyone excited? Woo! Thank you, everybody. Thanks to our creative Matt Flick, Ken the Hand, Sako.
Yeah.
I love you.
Do you really?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Right now.
Are you sure?
Smooch him on the face.
Everyone
say
else,
that.
the other three, I consider close personal friends.
Bullshit.
Is that better than being loved?
You don't feel.
Wait, so the difference?
You guys will figure it
What
out.
is the difference? Is you wouldn't have them a tissue.
I love his pizza.
Is that, am I right?
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry, am I too hardcore?
Are you too hardcore? You were raised.
In a pedo ring.
You learned comics while serving in a preteen sex ring.
That was a lie.
No, don't ruin
I've
it.
already updated your Wikipedia. I'm sorry.
That's a whole nother story.
All right.
You have a Wikipedia?
Oh. Okay, so there's two assholes involved. There's one that started the situation and one that ended it. So Wikipedia is generated by the people, right? In theory. So in practice, it's generated by a few anally retentive people who monitor and control and edit everyone else's entries on everything. And I had an entry that constantly gets a little bit of errors in it for various things. I just wanted to set the record straight or have a decent picture that goes on with it. And there's one guy, it's from Jersey, I'm sorry, but he takes it upon himself to take everyone's photo for comic books in general. And I counted at least 20 horrible, horrible photos. We're talking like with a little happy cam thing with a flash that makes everyone look like they're in a sweaty nightclub as the photo for that product. And it becomes a problem because a lot of comic shows source their info and their material, their photos for comic pros from Wikipedia. So I have to go and change it a couple of times here. You know, some of them are good, but it becomes an issue in that. So you do kind of want to control in some ways your material.
Right.
To a degree, not in a gratuitous egotistical way, just in a like, Jesus, can you just show a decent photo, not a shitty one?
Yeah.
So another fan took a great photo on Facebook and said, hey, you should try and put that on my Wikipedia thing. He had like a 2-week-long battle with this guy to try and get it changed. And there was so many weird arguments, like, well, Ben has a different beard now, and it's not a good angle, you need a full face, and all sorts of weird things. Like, dude, it's a fucking picture of me in my current state. It's fine. So he got it changed eventually. But this guy's done that to a lot of others. And then I purposely gave misinformation to another con so that it was on their website. I said I was raised by monks. Various things. And I put that in my Wikipedia article because it's all bullshit the way that one crazy person, like who cares who they are? There's no monitoring device. It's just whoever does it controls all of that. But I had a secondary source, so it was proven. So I had it changed.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And then I told this story at I think it was Denver Comic Con, and someone in the audience at Denver Comic Con spoiled the whole thing when I explained that Wikipedia is a joke in many ways. You shouldn't believe anything on Wikipedia. You should have a secondary source anyway. But he went and made that as a thing, and so it was all changed back. So now my entry is really boring. So thank you, Denver person.
What does the photo do?
The photo is still a decent, half decent photo. Yeah.
How often do you look at your Wikipedia?
Not often.
No.
Okay, well. No, I mean, people who are like comic pros, a lot of comics is a very vibrant little wiki community of pages.
Yeah.
And a lot of creators want info to be accurate, or they at least want a half a decent picture. I mean, not in a egotistical way, just in a, it matters because conventions fucking take the picture and put it on their
That's also how I go to look for creators if I don't know what they look like, is I'm on Wikipedia and then I'll be looking for the weird sweaty dude who now has a long, long hair and a ponytail.
You don't need a great headshot, but you want one that actually represents you.
Yeah.
Not in
or at
the
least
worst
up to
possible way.
date to a degree too.
Yeah, but there's no mechanism for change because these small number of people take it upon themselves to be the gatekeepers for everything. And that's what I object to. It's not really open source anymore.
Yeah.
You've got to prove credentials and be annually retentive on the entire site for it to do it. That was my big session.
That's one of the funny. If you look at Evan Dorkin's Wikipedia photograph, it looks like it looks like it was taken at 8 o'clock on a Sunday.
It's horrible, and
he's just like.
And I guarantee it was taken by the same guy. His name's like Night something.
Yeah.
Night Watch or something.
Night Dog.
No, he's probably the same guy. He's really into it. I admire that.
But I mean, does he go around and say, "Look, I take photos from Wikipedia"? Or
I represent Wikipedia.
Here's the thing. I met him once. He gave me his card and said he worked for Wikipedia.
Oh.
That's how into it he was.
I represent.
Which is missing the point of
space.
Well,
what does wiki mean?
That's just a term that wiki came from Wikipedia. And it'd be wiki it, as in like a short, like Google it.
It's like
Yeah, it was created. It was just they came up with Wikipedia. is just the title that they threw. And now there's wikis for everything.
That's my serious PSA. Comic creators monitor Wikipedia.
You see, this podcast is informative. Wikipedia sucks.
And by how much Tiger shifting, we should sign off.
All right. Kieran Believe, WCBJ, signing off.
I said, why don't you speak into the mic?
Oh, the click is so audible. I don't know. And then he went.
What if we all spoken clicks like Kalahari Bushman?
We wouldn't need the mics.
Where's Kalahari?
See, I made them all do that.
Say hello to our listeners in Zambia.
Kalahari is in the country of Africa.
Oh. Have you heard of Africa?
Yeah. It's a great, beautiful.
Because it matches his hair color. Look at Thompson, please. It actually matches. Yeah.
Can't touch my comment.
Oh, you know.
Never forget.
Hey, I get 2 coupons.
Waffle,
So
have you
can I just
jerked
get
off
one
on
coupon
anyone's
with
comics?
50%?
Except shirtless, dude. That was too compelling.
Oh my god.
I've definitely told that story before.